Hello and welcome back. I hope that you had a wonderful break that was extremely different from what you were doing before break. For me, it wasn't. So, getting into the week of April 20th, just a quick note on the structure of class now that we're in long-term mode. For the week of April 20th, welcome to my calendar. All right, backing up. I recorded this on the 19th on Sunday, that's why it says that, but it's the 20th, all right? So, starting now, Monday the 20th, you have this entire week all the way through until the 27th to get this work done. And if you finish before the 27th, great. Just turn it into me and then you're done. But do know everything I'm about to explain is for you to do at your own pace over time. Do that next week. So, number one, wow, I just started already doing it. Number two, here are basically the three things that you are doing this week. You are finishing up your Pixar thing, and then you are transitioning away from the Pixar thing with Pixar and the Moth. And the purpose of the week, I basically just said it. We're doing your last thing on the Pixar document, getting into the Moth, getting into Pixar shorts. So, what do I mean by all that, you might ask? So, let us go and find an individual who shared a Pixar document with me. And identity withheld. Identity withheld. You have no idea who it is. Okay, so this is what she's done so far. This is where she went through all the different lesson plans and filled out all the things. So she will now go in and go into the final Pixar activity thing. So here we are, Art of Storytelling. We are all storytellers. You've done character, and now the last one you're doing is story structure. And then in story structure, you can see you're going to go through each of these things. I went through all the activities. They all make sense. So you have 5 activities, and you're going to watch the video, do the activity, and add it on to the document down here. And then that's it. That's your wrap-up of the Pixar storytelling structured lesson plans. But I want you to apply what you've learned. So after she has gone through lesson plans 3. Oh my god, I can't type. This is so hard. Okay. After she's gone through all that, she is going to be doing 2 more things on this document before she's done with it and hands it in to me. She is going to go to this, which I will have linked on the slideshow for you, and she's going to go through and read about the best Pixar short films that have ever been made. And, scroll down for the best ones. But you basically get to pick something that Pixar made, the people that were just talking to you in all those lessons. You're going to pick something that they made, and now you're going to analyze how they applied those 3 things that you took a look at. How did they apply the idea of storytelling? How did they apply character? And how was the story structured? So after you've picked a short that you want, this is when we get into questionable legal territory. You go and type in the story that you want in YouTube. So I love Piper. I've already showed Piper to you. Let's say I want to find Piper. The first thing you type into YouTube, they want you to pay. And I say, no, screw that. So then find a mostly intact Piper from someone else on YouTube. Like this one is intact. This one's intact but has stars. Find a way to watch the film via YouTube. Another option, if YouTube doesn't have it, you can find it on Dailymotion. So once you find the film, go through it, and then in your document, you will structure it like so. You are going to address storytelling style from your first stuff all the way up at the top. Then you're going to address character. Then you're going to address the last step, lesson 3, which is story structure. And this is pretty straightforward and fast. You are basically below each one going to make a note on what style of story it is. You can be like, this story is stylized. Let's say I'm doing Piper around a small bird, representing a bigger thing. I can't type, ignore that. And the story follows the basic pattern idea of growing up. Like that's your topic, that's who's in it, that sort of thing. For character, pick a character, probably the main character, and analyze like you did in these activities, what that character is like. So if I was picking the little bird, I don't really want to type it, but I'd say, he grows up, he learns how to hunt, good for him. And the last one, story structure. What sort of story, does this fit the idea of how a story should be structured? You might remember from our short story unit, that thing, the pyramid, I don't really know how to make a pyramid happen, but like that. Remember that thing, Freytag's pyramid? Does it fit that? And then just write a sentence or two about that. So that's you taking a look at the Pixar short. And after you've done that, your final thing for the week. This is where we're transitioning away from Pixar and into the Moth Story Hour. This is also where we're getting into the thing that I'm making you do as your summative assessment from this unit. So this is The Moth. It's a radio show from New York, and they have a bunch of stuff that's specific to schools. So this will be linked. It will take you straight to some stories that are considered really good, and they're all by teenagers just like you, except for that guy who's not. So maybe they're not. Never mind. Anyway, you're going to pick one, and this one is a sound only, and they're short, you can see. You're going to listen to the sound, and then the same thing that you did with the storytelling style of the short, you're going to do the same 3 things for the Moth Radio Hour. And that does it for you. So the 3 things, go through the thing where you're looking at the thing, then pick your favorite short film and analyze it, and then pick your favorite moth and analyze that, all within the same document, all in the same style as what you'd been doing earlier in the document. And then when you're done, you're done. So you've already shared this with me, and if you haven't, go ahead and do that. And then that's it. That's the work for the week. This is us taking the next step into getting towards your storytelling / the title of the slideshow, your personal narrative unit. And that's really it. I've been talking for a while, so I'm going to go ahead and stop